gonna wait for a minute to start. So today we're gonna talk about Sister Act 2, the WNBA, Chrisean Rock, and Bia. I'm gonna wait to a minute. And if you are rewatching this, make sure you watch replay game so I know you there. Waiting 10 seconds and then we're gonna start. Okay, y'all. So the first thing I want to get into is Sister Act 2. I loved Sister Act 2 when I was little. Like, I watched it on VHS times. So, it was nice to see them together. It was hard to recognize some of the classmates that was there, but I'm happy that as they were talking, they were showing their pictures. So it was just nice to see, how they look now after all this time. I wish Lauren was there. I don't know why she wasn't, but it would have been nice to have her there. But the person who sung her spot, she did really good. I'm talking about really good. And I didn't even recognize that was the same person singing on the piano with Lauren. So that was really nice to see. But and then it was nice to hear like the stories with Whoopi, because me listening to Whoopi in The View, to me, she just seems so detached. So it was nice to hear good stories, heartfelt stories, how she was there for them. Like, she spoke about how the dude, they didn't like his twist. But Whoopi was like, no, leave his twist alone. His twist is fine. And then one girl didn't have a colored Colorado made. You out of pocket. You out of pocket for that. But it was nice to see one girl, she didn't have like a group to click with because they were all teenagers, so naturally teenagers, they find a group on set. And it was nice to see that when one of the girls didn't have a place to sit, she was like, well, I'll sit with you for lunch. And she was just telling like different stories that was nice. And then one story that I liked was the Fugees. She told the mother actress, the person who played her mother, that she was going to be famous and that she was going to be in a group called the Fugees. And she was like, you're going to be talented, but I don't know about the Fugees name. But as we know, that really happened. So Lauren been talking about that since that movie, Sister Act 2. So just hearing them stories was real nice. And then I'm in here dancing, like having a time, okay? To their performance. So I like that. They played both songs that was major in that movie. So I appreciated that. Now I really want to get into the WNBA. I really, 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 really want to get into the WNBA because the first thing, right, with Angel Reese, I like that her old coach came to visit her, right, and show her major support, which I love. And then I like how Kevin Durant mom even came to meet Angel Reese and, gave her a hug, said she was proud of her. I really love that. And what I don't like about what the media is doing, and I'm peeping it, right, they never show Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark dapping each other in that game, right? The same game where the girl pushed her and she fell down, but we later find out that Caitlin Clark elbowed her in the face, which is why she pushed her. But they never show them dap each other up. Like, to me, honestly, I don't think they have beef. I don't think they ever have beef. I've never seen a clip, an interview, post game, after game of Angel Reese talking bad about Caitlin Clark. I've never seen nothing like that with Caitlin Clark talking about Angel Reese. I honestly feel like this is a media thing, and that's typically how beef starts, right? It's never between the two people. It's always the media and the fans that create that sort of beef. So I thought that that was very shocking and surprising because they definitely dapped each other up. Like, out of all the video footage, y'all didn't want to play that part. I don't understand that. And then them rescinding Angel Reese's foul, right? The foul that got her kicked out of the game, they didn't want to rescind it after the game is over with. And I think that was just a humble tactic because they hear her interviews, they hear how she talk, and I think they kind of want to humble her. But she did like wave them off, but that was nothing to get kicked out of the game for it, to wave the referee off. So I thought that that was interesting. And when it comes to Caitlin Clark, I think she's a really good basketball player. I do see why she was number one in college, but when it comes to the pros, it is a little different. And I feel like they're doing a disservice to not just let her play her rookie year, get adjusted, and then we talk about how she is as a player, right? Calling her the GOAT and she's not performing at the level of other WNBA players, it makes her look bad. And I don't think she needs that type of pressure as a rookie. Like, I like Angel Reese, but I'm not going to deny Caitlin Clark talent. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the outsiders are putting a whole bunch of pressure and all of this on Caitlin Clark, and I feel like it might backfire to me, because I don't think she's targeted. I think a lot of people that say she's targeted are new WNBA fans. If you watched it before the rookies came in, you would know they're very rough. Never cared. Talking about bloody nose, they step on each other, like they never cared. So I don't see, she's not the Jackie Robinson of the story. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think they just play hard, and I think Caitlyn just got to get her weight up. Once she get her weight up and she get adjusted to the tempo of the game, I feel like she's gonna be fine. What else, y'all? What else did I want to talk about with the WNBA? But I like how Angel Reese said that she don't mind being the villain, though. She was like, I could be the villain. As long as we get players, as long as we get money, as long as we get funding, as long as we get charter flights. Angel Reese like, look, I'll take the villain page of it. And I kind of like that. I kind of like that because at the end of the day, she's just showing up as herself, you know? So if the outsiders, the media, and the fans is trying to paint her as that, she can't really focus on the outsiders. She can only focus on what she can do. So I think she's just saying, if that's the name they want to give me, cool, but I'm going to play my game and do me. But honestly, I don't think Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have real beef in real life. I really don't. They probably low-key be kikiing after the games, right? And I said this before in one of my videos, and somebody was like, well, she laughed at her and clapped at her when she fell down. Well, yeah, they're in the game. They're opponents. You know what I'm saying? She's not going to clap for her. You know what I'm saying? She dapped her up in the game, though. I mean, that's the most she can do. But she's not going to be excited, you know what I'm saying, or be sad that Caitlin Clark has fell down when she's going against her in the game, right? It's competition, it's competitiveness. Like, I just don't want them to water down the WNBA. I really don't want them to water down the WNBA. Thank you, nature. Because it's good where it's at. Like, it's a rough sport. It's a contact sport. Like, I feel like she just have to get up to the tempo. And once she get up to the tempo, she will be fine. Same with Angel Reese. Same with Camila Cardoza. Once they get to the tempo of it, they're going to be fine. But this whole beef narrative, I guarantee you, it started by the media. Because I even seen a post before I even got on here saying Caitlin Clark does Nike commercial might sparks up more jealousy. That's the media. That is the media. You don't think that the people in the WNBA are happy that they're getting the attention they're getting right now? Would you be willing to commit voter fraud to help re-elect our greatest president, Donald Trump? What? I'm gonna read that again. Would you be willing to commit voter fraud to re-elect? No. I'm not committing voter fraud for anybody. Quite frankly, the Democrats and the Republicans, trash. If we can swipe them all out and do it all over again, I think both parties is trash if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. Do you watch Baddies? Yes, I do. I watch baddies every Sunday, child. And I come on here to talk about it as well. So, and I do videos on it as well. So yes, I definitely watch baddies. And I haven't watched Power, yo. Power just came on today, and I need to do a clip on that. So I gotta watch it. Will you vote for the Great White Hope of? What is the Great White Hope? Can you elaborate? I don't know what that is. Trump is a thug and a felon for real. He definitely is. 34 charges. Hard felon. Hard felon. He was going that hard for the Central Park 5 just for you to just be terrible. I'm a sub. All right, Nature. Thank you. Make sure y'all like it. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all have y'all them notifications on. But yeah, I'm like, honestly, it's like we got Crime Bill Joe. We got felony fraud Trump. It's just bad. Like, we don't have no good candidates for real. He's great, white, and our only hope. Oh, that's why y'all call him the Great White Hope. Okay. So he's great. How is he great? And I know being white has an identity for some of you, so I can understand why you feel that way. In our only hope, I don't see what hope. Hope of what? What are we hoping for? Do you date felons? Not at all. No. But the fraud was made up. He didn't really do anything. We all know that. No, he did. He even said he did. I mean, unless he lying to himself. But you know, that's what criminals say though. Criminals always be like, I didn't do that. I'm innocent. That wasn't me. That's what criminals do. So, I mean, I see why you would say that. Trump gonna win, then get impeached for all his felons. Literally. They gonna bring him right in just to take him right out. And it's real easy with that one. He stands up for our country. He's fixing the border. As in China, he said he did what? Now you're lying. Yeah. Absolutely. He definitely did. How did he fix the border? He had them kids locked up in the 21st century. How did he fix the border? Did you get off by lying? Oh, you a felon friend. I mean, felon friend. That's what you should change your name to. Felon fan. Not you taking up for felons. But you know what? That's what felons do, though. You know, I didn't do anything. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. They're lying on me. He was putting up a big, beautiful wall. Do you think that wall will really help, though, for people who really want to get in here? The border is messed up. They're letting anyone by, and the cartel running the border controls. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the cartel run everything out there. Everything, down to the political stuff. So the kids been in cages since that's what I'm saying. He's talking about fixing them. He put them in cages in the 21st century. That is crazy. Let me see. Dumb as grimy boy. That's why your name is that. I should have read your name. I should have, and everything would have made sense. Gotta go to work, have fun. Like, thank you, Nature. I'll be back on. Make sure you have your notifications on. What else we supposed to put on? So you think it's okay to have children and adults in cages? You think that's normal, right? In your great country. So that's what you deem as great violence? Being locked up? Okay. That's what side you're on. Okay, you know. I just want to get some understanding of where you're at. You know. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. When they break the law, yes. Okay, so how are they breaking the law? I guess is my question. And my thing is, I will understand that point of view if it didn't take 25 years just to get American status. Like, 9 times out of 10, from what I've seen, they've applied. But the system takes forever. Like, I think that's more of a system issue. Um, that's not violence, that's keeping them safe. Keeping them safe from who? Who's trying to, there's nobody trying to harm them. The parents are the ones that's wrong. I think the parents just trying to have a better life for the kids, which is why they took their risk to come over here by illegally entering the country. What race are you? Dumbass, what race are you? I'm just curious. What you claim Trump is a super felon, but yet illegals are fine. What I'm saying is, when they come here from another country, now I do think there needs to be a limit, right? I will say that. But when they come here for another country and they do like asylums and they do other things and trying to get their citizenship, it takes forever. So technically they're not a citizen here, but they've done the paperwork. That's what I'm saying. So if it was actually a faster process and they just wasn't trying to do the process and they like, no, I'm just here, I can understand your point. But a lot of times it's they've done the paperwork and now they're just waiting. And so they can't do nothing but wait on the system that's just really slow. That's my thing. I am white. I'm not surprised. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. So I'm guessing you're voting for Trump. Can you tell me the good things Trumps have done? Like, give it to me. What are the good things? How did he make the country good? Illegal are taking over the black neighborhoods and smuggling drugs and human trafficking, using children in cages and shields. Okay, that's a bit dramatic. I will say, places like New York, Chicago, they have placed them in like their park districts where the resources do go into that community. So I can see that. I don't know about the drugs and human trafficking part. Using children in cages as a shield. I don't get that part. He made it easier for regular people to start businesses. Okay, but what does that have to do with immigration status? Oh, you're telling me the things that he done. Okay. He made it easier for regular people to start businesses. Trump helped get jobs. Okay, what else? Because I like having conversations with people I disagree with. I don't have no problem. He helped people get jobs. Biden was doing that already. He made it easier for regular people to start businesses. I don't know too much about that part. Well, are you pretending they are not smuggling drugs? I'm not pretending. I don't have any evidence to show that. Do you have any evidence that I can look up? Because I only know based off what I know. I do know that they are taking some of the resources in the black neighborhoods like New York, Chicago. So I can understand that because I've actually seen that. But I've never seen anything with human trafficking and drug smuggling. So I'm not going to say that I have. I could talk all day about the great things Trump did. I'm crying. That's your #1 fan, huh? You riding hard for him. So when Trump said, good old boy, stand by, you one of them? Like, you wait on his go ahead. So if he say, like, test something up, you going ahead and you going crazy. They are buying up all the houses in the black neighborhood. Who are? Because I have family in real estate who looks at those things. So I can deny or, or say that's true or not. But who are they? You said no? Okay. Do you agree with the January 6th thing that happened? Like, would you have gone into the Capitol and run amok for freedom? The illegals are buying up. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. You can see who's buying property in neighborhoods. I know exactly what race. So I was looking for you to name that race, but no, that's not true. they are showing turning into Mexican. Okay, but are you sure? So, are you talking about the illegals or you're talking about Mexican Americans? January 6th was hyped up. They made it seem way what storming in the Capitol was just what? That was just for play. What do you mean they hyped it up? It further explain to me. Asians are buying. It's two major races that you're not naming that are really buying up their neighborhoods, and I'm waiting to see if you're gonna name them. January 6th was a mess. That was a mess. That was a hot mess. Talking about something they made it worse. No, I don't think they made it worse. Worse than it is. I will say Asians do have a lot of businesses in the black community, but I don't see that popping up when I look up like the properties my family own, and I'm just looking at stuff. I don't see that. So, but yeah, both candidates are trash. Child, the Arabs, no, not the Arabs. So you blind, I'll move on. No, I can read. It's public record who's buying the homes, and it's not Arabs and it's not Asians. I'm trying to see if you know. Let me know. Cause it's wrong. That is wrong. I'll give you one of them. One of them start with a P. So are you a Marjorie Green fan? Like you like what she stands for? June 6th was a drop of water compared to the tsunami that the black. What tsunami? Last time I checked, the Black Lives Matter never ran into a government building to overthrow the government of the United States of America. Hey, Robert. That I've never seen that. Never seen Black Lives Matter do that. And me personally, I care more so about the actual Black lives than the movement itself. Because a lot of people like to dismiss the Black lives based off of the movement and their actions. So I like to focus on the Black lives itself. No, you got to get it together. They like you need to do some more research. You got to do some more research. They took over cities across the country, destroying and killing and looting. I thought Trump said that was what's that group? Antifa? I think that's the name. I thought he said that was that. So you don't agree with your leader? It seems like y'all got some discrepancy. He said that was mainly them. Why are black people so violent? I would ask the same question about the other race. I mean, slavery, Jim Crow. Black people have built so many black Wall Streets, Tulsa, that was destroyed not by anybody from Afghanistan, not by any Hispanics, not by anybody from Israel, or it was the people who called themselves patriots who were the most violent in America. So I mean, y'all started it off. What do you mean? Oh, that's what you tell yourself. They in bed with each other, so you don't want to take accountability for your cousins' actions, cause that's y'all cousins. Y'all got to take accountability for that. Y'all got to get them together, cause they represent y'all terribly, terribly. But yeah, that's a good question to ask your people. What was the violence from the beginning? You know what I'm saying? From the begin, since we got here, just violent, right? Came to our kingdoms as kings and queens and was just so violent. And the violence just continued. Because, like I said, the people who destroyed the black neighborhoods, they were not Hispanic, the people that y'all don't like the most. They weren't Arabs. They weren't people from. They were people who called themselves patriots and killed Americans on American soil. That's a little ass backwards to me. But no, no, no. They represent the no, no, no. Y'all gotta take that. That's you. Antifa is all you. Don't put them on us. That's your group. You better hold them down. You better hold them down. Well, you definitely did not do your research. Yes, I have. That's why this conversation is so easy. It's not even a debate for real. It's not even a debate for real. Research. You got to do your research. And remember, I don't have to read the cute version, right? I don't have to read the cute version. I could just ask, what happened. The reason the blacks are here are because of the black kings and queens couldn't stop enslaving and selling each other. No, you haven't. You are making a complete fool of yourself. I understand how hard the truth can be after telling yourself the same lies over and over again. So then when you hear the truth, it's like, dang, man. Dang, man. This is what I run with, right? This is messed up. So I can understand the frustration. I get it. It can be hard. It can be it can be hard. But it's gonna be okay. I promise you it's gonna be okay. Cause you still got time to read. You still got time to ask what happened. You know what I'm saying? Even the neighborhoods in the 60s and the 50s, we ain't even got to go that far back. We ain't even got to go back to the Rosewood. We could just stop at the 50s and the 60s. We could just stop there. Oh, where you go? You ain't typing no more. Okay. So tell me this. Where were the black kings and queens not selling each other for the world or even up until... Well, there's no more black kings and queens as far as an emperor because we were taken away from that. So, I mean, I think you know the answer to that. That's simple. That's what y'all do. Y'all take. Music, fashion, culture, Oregon. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just take. Some. I ain't gonna say all. Because I'm not gonna put all y'all in a group like y'all try to put us in a group. Because it's not everybody. It's just that group that identify happily. You know what I'm saying? You're still childhood slavery after. Tell me more about it. You didn't answer that. Because that's not the narrative that happened. I know that's the narrative that y'all try to tell y'all selves, that, everybody sold each other out and, what I'm saying, we willingly wanted to be slaves instead of kings and queens in our kingdoms. Like, yeah, voluntarily. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. Why do y'all commit more than the violent crimes in America? I want to see them statistics. Because the amount of lakes that's been covered up from Black Wall Street, the amount of expressways that have been covered up from Black Wall Street, child, you talking about numbers. Numbers. You didn't willingly want to be slaves. You couldn't stop having wars and conquering and selling. Okay, so you know we didn't willingly. So why would you just contradict yourself? You said that we sold each other off. That would be willingly. That would be willingly. So we didn't willingly do that. That's actually not true. Black Wall Street, child, it was so many. But you know when that side is just doing so much better, and when you have that white seniority complex and you feel like you should be doing better and you get angry, because one thing black people know how to do is rebuild. We've rebuilt multiple Black Wall Streets, but it was only crashed down by the poor whites, you know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, it was expressways, lakes. There's so many in America. Like, but this is what happens, right? It's the diminishing. And that's fine to make you feel good because I know the truth. So I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to convince you. So if you feel like it was 4 buildings, that lets me know how much you know history. And that's all I need to know. So I have a question. I'm curious. How did Martin Luther King pass away? How was he assassinated? I'm curious in your answer. Like it's just letting me know more and more about you. Why are blacks so weak that us white are easily controlled? Was it easily controlled? I mean, y'all couldn't hold on that long if we got out. And then outdid y'all. Outdid y'all to the point that y'all had to keep destroying Black Wall Street because you couldn't fathom if we did all of this to y'all and y'all still did all of this. No, we gotta end it. We gotta end it. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. You clearly don't. I do. I do. But it's nice. Like I like to pick people brain like this. Just to see like how bad it really is out there. This is terrible. This is terrible. Y'all just passing stupidity. Just stupidity just down. Outrageous. But I get the confusion. I get the confusion. When you gotta read like the whitewash version to make yourselves feel good. I get it. I get it, right? For some of y'all, that's y'all identity, so I understand. I understand. That's not a sentence. Do you right? That's not a sentence. I don't know what that means. Child, we gotta do some more research. We gotta do some more reading. Where you getting your information from? I can only imagine where you getting your information from and who you getting your information from. Baby, I promise you, I probably already know. Do I love white people? I'm cool with some white people. All white people are not ignorant like you. You know what I'm saying? Not all white people have like this distorted version of history. You know what I'm saying? There are some white people who are very educated and it's clear and who do not need to use their white, privilege to make themselves feel good about the things that just did not happen. You know what I'm saying? There are some people who are just confident in who them is as an individual. So not all white people are like that. I'm not gonna make you the representation of all white people. That's crazy. I love black people. I'll say that. Hold on. I love them all. That's what y'all did. All lives matter. I love them all. I love them all. I love everybody. This is hilarious right here. This is pure comedy. This is pure comedy to me. Okay, Sister Soldier, good night. Do you love everybody? I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. You know what I'm saying? We gotta include everybody, right? Like when they said Black Lives Matter, they said all lives matter. Everybody. I love everybody. Everybody deserves love in this world. Yeah, I love everybody. I answered your question. I love everybody. Absolutely. Everybody deserves love. Not you gonna spell it out on each word. Dumbass. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody deserves love. Since you brought up Black Lives Matter, I gotta say I love everybody. All love matters. All love matters, man. We gotta give it up. With everybody. You don't consider white people everybody? Are they a different group? Are they a separate group from the rest? Are you separating yourself again? Now y'all like separate. I said everybody. This is pure comedy. I said yes. I love everybody. I love everybody. Everybody deserves love. I answered your question. You just don't like the answer that you're receiving, and that's okay. Oh, this is hilarious. I'm not talking Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter wasn't talking about everybody either, but here we are. Here we are. But here we are. You see what I'm saying? You're pivoting to everybody. Hey, Etab. Yes, move on. There we go. Move on. That is hilarious. But like I said, when it comes to Black Lives, I'm more focused on the people than the actual movement itself. But seeing the response is very telling. It's something we needed to see. I'm on you, y'all. But yeah, it's something we needed to see for sure. Why do Black Lives matter to everybody but the Blacks? So what makes you say that? Because the only people who caused the most harm to Black lives were white lives throughout history, ever since we've gotten here. I'm curious. Good conversation. Good conversation. That's the last time I checked. Unprovoked. Was never thinking about y'all. But here y'all come. And we still gotta be still to this day. Still gotta get on YouTube and talk. And talk to y'all. It just don't stop. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my charge. You want to see my black Pomeranian? That's not true. You can't put black proximity to each other and compare it to other races. But again, I know y'all gotta say this stuff to make y'all feel good about the things that y'all just don't do, never done, never will do. So like I said, I get it. It's a personality thing. Like being white is just a personality trait for you. I get it. I truly get it. And you have to use the stereotypes to make yourself feel good and superiority. I understand it. I understand it. I wouldn't say that. Not with the mass shootings in the theaters, and y'all kill each other often too. It's just not promoted. It's on a hush hush. We gotta keep a good image. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I've seen it all. Seen it all. It's never on the news. Never on the news. Traffic stop. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. news. And I'm from Chicago. That's how I know. Yeah. Oh, baby, y'all get active. Y'all get active. You thought I was from Chicago? Y'all get active. Trust me. Y'all get to it. Get to it. Throw down. In a big way. Hey, BLK country. I mean, if it wasn't at the same rate as white people, I can understand, right? And you could be like, oh, okay, but it's at the exact same rate. So it's like, do white people care about white lives as well? Texas in the house. Hey, Texas. Why is Chicago is so violent? I think a lot of the inner cities are, there's just a lot going on within them. I can't really say, because I mean every situation is different when it comes to violent things. Hey, Bill, it's not the exact same, right? Oh, it is. So is welfare. Oh, wait. Welfare not on the same rate because y'all are on it more than us. Never mind. Yeah, BL Country came in. Ethan came in. How y'all doing? Join the conversation. We have an interesting conversation today. So you don't care. Wait. So you don't know because you don't care. I care about Black lives all day. All day. But to think that I'm going to talk about care with you, with a person who does not care, I don't think so. I don't think so. And it's the narrative, like it's cute. Like I can tell you was raised by Nixon, you was raised by Johnson. Like I can tell who trained you. They trained you well. I can't be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? They're good trainers. Like you've been trained well. I can't hate it. I can't get mad at it for real. White people on welfare because they're way more. But no. Because if you're gonna use the same percentage, then you got to use the same percentage for us. Don't pick and choose when you want to use the percentage. No, don't switch the percentage. Don't switch the percentage when it's on you. Do I support abortion? I think women should do what makes them feel comfortable. Like, especially when it comes to health needs. And I just think men need to stay out of women's bodies. Like, there's nothing in the law that governs a male's body. If it is, name me one. Other than that, men need to stay out of women's business. And I watch some of the hearing. You can tell they know nothing about the women's biology. I'm talking about it's terrible up there. I love Black people. That's good. Do all lives matter? I feel like everybody deserves love. Everybody's life is deserving. Absolutely. My wife in Black and my kids are her. Just because you have some sort of proximity to Blackness does not mean a thing to me. It was cute though. That was cute. Not the trainer. I'm not picking and choosing. You are picking and choosing. Y'all have always been on welfare the longest, still to this day. If we gonna talk about percentages, let's talk about percentages. Like, what do you mean? Talking about it's more of us. So do you not care about the blacks being killed in the womb? What do you mean by that? Women are aborting males, so it does affect them. I mean, women are aborting males and females. What do you mean? What did you mean by that? You feel like males are more important than women? That's why you said they're aborting males, so it affects them? I'm confused on that. So over a half generation of blacks have been murdered in the womb by black women. And let's, child, you want to go to that percentage? Do you really want to go there? Have you done the research? I hate to do that. I hate to do that to my wife. Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. Now, Steve, we having political discussions and you talking about is 4 inches enough. That's out of pocket. Do what you feel you need to work with. It may be good for some. Hey, I'm not here to talk about my sex life. But if you got 4 inches, work with that 4 inches. Go crazy with the 4 inches. That's all I'm gonna say. I've already told you how I felt about Black Lives, so you repeating that question lets me know that you're not listening. And that's okay. You might be triggered. And that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, Steve, go crazy. Go do what you need to do. Wall to wall with your 4. You don't care about the massive amount of violent crime, abortions. At what point do Black lives matter? What do you mean I don't care about abortions? Women can do whatever they want to do with their body. I can't go up to a woman and tell her she needs to do this with her body when she's going to deal with the repercussions of what's going to happen after that. That's not my place, and that's not your place. I don't understand why y'all feel like y'all got this much control over somebody. I'm not understanding that. Yeah, Steve out of control. How do you feel about pride marches? I'm cool with pride marches. You know what I'm saying? If pride is your thing, you in the LGBTQIA community, do your thing. I don't have a problem with that. Talking about she look tall. I'm 5'5.5". I just want to break the ice. I appreciate that, Steve. I appreciate that, Steve. Cause dumbass up there acting a fool. He acting a fool out here. He's just trying to trigger somebody. And when you know the truth, you can't get mad at stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta laugh at it. You people feel you have control over somebody's body when you're murdering somebody in the womb. Murdering somebody as a person, they're not a person yet. So that's not murdering a person. And some people say, well, they're going to be, where it's not a gonna. You can't a gonna a person. No, that's not a person. And again, if that person decides to do that with their body, let them do that. Because are you going to watch the kid? You getting diapers, Pampers, bottles, wipes. And if y'all care so much about kids, you see what happened when parents have kids and they don't want them. Check the foster care system. Are you helping them out? Y'all forcing these women to have kids that don't want kids, and that is not good for the child. If y'all really cared about a life, y'all would care about the afterlife as well. It seems like y'all only care about kids when they in the womb, because it's a whole bunch of kids that's in foster care because parents just couldn't handle them as far as the responsibility financially, or just didn't want them in general. No, stand up, LOL. You look taller than 5'5". Boy, I ain't about to stand up for you. You ain't gotta believe me. You ain't gotta believe me. Y'all murder somebody in the womb, then tell others don't touch my body. That was a reach. That was no correlation. That was no correlation to that. Damn, what if it is? It's not a person. It's not a person. It's a fetus. It is not a person. And they made it so where in some states you can't get abortion at I think 12 weeks, and you don't even find out until weeks after. So they pretty much just took the choice away. She may be Jamaican. I'm not Jamaican, but shout out to my Jamaicans out there. So y'all think it's okay to murder babies because y'all are irresponsible? I mean, that's the go-to answer for a rebuttal, but 9 times out of 10, it's not because of that, right? It's because of health reasons. And even if they feel like they're not able to give that child a life, wouldn't it be selfish? To me, it would be more selfish to bring a child in the world knowing you can't take care of it. That's more selfish to me than to bring a child in here, have it neglected, terrible childhood, all kind of stuff going on. Like I said, y'all talk about the afterlife so much when there's so many kids in foster care and y'all ain't doing nothing to help them. So y'all don't care about these kids for real, and y'all making women, hold on to these babies that y'all not gonna help with. Y'all just on the side talking about keep it, no help. Okay, well let's go. Let's take it there, right? So let's go with that. Let's go with that. If it's irresponsible, right? So then they have to make a decision. Now that I make this irresponsible decision of having unprotected sex with somebody, am I going to keep it and knowing I'm not ready, knowing I'm not in the financial, knowing I'm not even in a mental state to care for that child? Which one is worse? No, that's not more selfish. Poor choice. I'm gone. Bye, Steve. A terrible childhood can be overcome. No, it cannot. There are adults like you that go walk around this world angry, miserable. You sat in my live going in. I can imagine your childhood itself, child. It affects you in your adult years, which trickle down to your kids, which trickle down to your grandkids, baby. It's not just that. Wait, you keep saying we don't. Yeah, foster kids, that's not true. Okay, so what have you done? What have you done for the foster kids? Let me ask that question. Killing the child is worse without a doubt. So you would rather a mother who's not mentally stable and financially stable to keep a child? That's what you're telling me? So you don't give a fuck about that child. You don't care about the child as long as it's out. You just want it to be out the womb. Whatever happens. That's crazy. That's diabolical right there. Michael Jackson said, if you can't feel the baby, yeah, then don't have the baby. He did say that. I'm crying. My kids are happy. My wife. That's good. I'm happy for you. I mentor and have self. So you know firsthand the difficulties, and you will still want a child to go through that. You don't give a fuck about them kids either. What is happening? That's even worse. The people that work there and work with kids know the situation, and they still want more kids to go through that. That's messed up. That's messed up, man. You want the child dead, so which is more diabolical. If you can't care for the child and you can't finance, why would you bring that child in? And it's not a dead child, it's a dead fetus. Let's be clear. I know you tried to make it cute. No, it's not a child. It's not a child. But that's messed up that you actually work with kids like that and you will want more kids to be in that situation. That's wild. Child, y'all better start checking these credentials. Y'all better start checking these credentials. That's out of pocket. That is out of pocket. Y'all, we gotta do better. We have got to do better, y'all. We've got to do better. But I doubt. I don't want more kids to go through it. I want black kids to get it together. Oh, baby. You think this is just a black thing? No. No. You see how you tried to bring it back to race, and you work with kids. Ooh, po kids. Po children. Po babies. And this is your mindset, and you work with children. That's unfortunate. That's real unfortunate that you work with kids and this is your thought process. Yes, because it is a fetus. It's a fetus. It's not fully born, not fully shaped, no consciousness, depending on what week you're talking about. It's not just a black thing, but people are completely out of control. So say that. So say people. I don't say it's a, because you just said. You just said. Hold on, let me go up. A fetus of what? What do you mean a fetus of what? You said I've mentored and housed several homeless youth. But then you just said I don't work with kids. So you just lying all through this conversation. You just lying all through this conversation. A fetus. What do you mean a fetus? Oh, your deflection is good. Your deflection is good, but it doesn't work with me. Like I said, when you know the truth, you can't come at with these crazy outbursts. But yeah, a woman, let the woman do whatever the woman wants to do with her body. Like, she's the one who have to deal with the after effects. You don't have to. It's easy from the outside looking in. You ain't never carried a child a day in your life to try to make all these decisions for somebody who has. Like, that's crazy. It's easy to do that from the outside. And again, there's no law that governs the male body like it does the women. And that's crazy. That's beyond me. I don't want that much control. Insane. My deflection is good. You are literally reading off a script, put it into your brain. I ain't reading off of nothing. I'm just reading off your responses. It's amazing. It's like I said, I know who you're trained by, so I'm not shocked. Good conversation though. Good conversation. They trained you well. Do I have children? No, I don't have children. But yes, they trained you very well. Very well. Shout out to Nixon. Shout out to Johnson. Shout out to your people. Shout out to NT for your people. Yo people. When I'm ready, yes. You know what it is. Make sure y'all liking the live, hitting the notification button, y'all, when I be on. How long I been on here for? I'm gonna give y'all an hour. 3 more minutes and I'm up off this thing. You got any more questions? Dumbass girl. Are you a Christian? Yes, I am. You know what it is. Are you a Christian? Child. That's the. Are you one? What's your religion? Do you have a religion? You believe in crystals, rocks, the sun, the moon, astrology? You are a Christian? Okay. What does it mean? Child, I wish I would have a Christian talk with you after all the diabolical things you didn't say it on here. Bye. Bye. We can stick on the political, but religion with you, there's no way. After everything you said, bye. Oh no, I get on those witches' head. The astrologists, you call them witches? Yeah. I mean, I don't believe in astrology either. I don't believe in zodiac signs, so, but I mean, you know, everybody do whatever make them feel comfortable, but you know, that's not a me thing. You are, but no. You're not. Wait, you said you are murdering fetus. I thought I said child. Well, essentially. And if that's the woman's decision, that's the woman's decision. A fetus, not a child, not a baby, not a person, a fetus. Yeah. Well, this was very, very informative. Very. I'm not giving relationship status or sex statuses for you and Buddy at the top. But no, because I like to see like who trained them, right? Because I can hear the rhetoric. I can hear the type of rhetoric it comes from. Like it's easy to hear where you get these certain things from. So it's interesting. It's hella interesting. Exactly, it's God's decisions, not yours. But you think you're bigger than God. That's the problem. You just said it's God's decision. So whatever her and God talk about, it has nothing to do with you, and it's not you to judge. It's to Him, right? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You just answered your own question. So why are you asking me all these questions if you know that? If you know that, why are you answering these questions like this? Child. I cannot. I cannot. Does God tell women to murder their fetuses? Again, that's his decision. Whatever conversation she have with him, that's between them. That's not for you to determine or to dissect or to get into or to judge. That's why we got to be happy that God is not like people, because y'all are a mess. Y'all are a hot mess, child. Look at you trying to dictate. Shout out to God, man. Shout out to him. All right, y'all. I'm finna wrap it up. It's been a minute. You got any more questions? Yeah, man. Cause I'm finna hop off. This has been a interesting, great conversation. I ain't gonna say dialect. It ain't dialect. But yeah, I'm able to have a conversation with people I disagree with. I don't get attached, especially when you know the truth. You know your history. You talk to people. I mean, you can't get mad. You can't get mad at it. I did have fun. Did you have fun? I thought it was a good conversation. I had a blood. I did too. Make sure you're following. Alright, y'all. I'm finna hop off. This was a interesting but good conversation. You know, I like to hear these type of perspectives. You have a beautiful day too. Alright, y'all. I'm finna hop off. Y'all have a good Friday, okay? Good Friday. Bye, y'all.